Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud on their beds. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them this written judgment. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Call Elohim Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and those who put in the videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. This is McQuah from the Trump in the VA camp, and I'm going to get right into it. 1 Corinthians 10:13. It says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So the temptations that we go through are the temptations that all the brethren are going through. It's not one brother over here saying, man, I'm going through all this and I'm the only one going through it. No, all the temptations that all the brothers are going through are the same tribulations. Now, you can have, that doesn't mean that every single brother is going through the same exact problems, because you can have some brothers that go through problems with children and some brothers don't got children. You can have some brothers who are going through problems financially and some brothers who are not going through things financially. You can have some brothers going through problems with women and some brothers who don't even deal with women. Okay, some brothers going through problems with family. Some brothers don't even deal with their family. But the whole thing is, there are a lot of brothers dealing with family problems. There are a lot of brothers dealing with women problems. There are a lot of brothers dealing with children problems. There are a lot of brothers dealing with financial problems. The point is, whatever lot that you're in, there's brothers also with you going through that same exact lot. Okay, so the things that we're going through is ones that the brothers are going through. Okay, it says, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is faithful, so he's not going to have us. It says he's faithful. He's not going to have us go through things that is more than we can bear, because that's the Edomite. Okay, that's what the Edomite do. He'll keep applying pressure until you got nothing left. Okay, he's going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. He doesn't care about your limits. He doesn't have any mercy. Okay, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, we know he's merciful unto his people, and he's not going to put us in a situation that is above than what we can bear. So we gotta always constantly, it sounds easy, it does sound easy when you're going through things. It's easy to just say it, right? It's just easy to just say it when you're not going through something. But when you're going through something, sometimes you can forget to remember that in that moment. But you got to try your best to try to remember. And whatever you're going through, this Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is always going to have a way for you to escape. It's going to be, which it says, I'm going to keep reading. It says, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So whatever you go through, you got to remember, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, one, it's not going to be more than you can take, and two, it's going to be a way out of it. He's going to always make an escape out of it, no matter what it is. Okay, but all we got to do is endure until that right moment. It's like, look at Muhammad Ali when he was fighting George Foreman. The first couple rounds, everybody was saying Ali's going to lose. He's being destroyed. He's not going to make it out of here alive. But what did he do? The technique of the rope-a-dopes. Okay, where I used this actually a couple different times in the ring, whether it was boxing or jiu-jitsu, which is grappling. And yeah, I use this technique a lot. I would basically endure, allow my opponent to get off, and then when he's when he's tired and unexpected, then I would jump on him. Okay. But, and this truth is the same way. You got to endure what you go through. Okay. You got to endure what you go through. And then at that right moment, you gotta wait for that right moment when Yahweh Shem Shai has that out for you. And then you take it. But you gotta wait for your time. Okay, you gotta endure through whatever is coming your way. Look at Job, he caught hell. He caught plenty of hell. Okay, and then what happened? Matter of fact. All right, this is James chapter 5, verse 11. It says, Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. There it is right there. We know Yahweh Shem Yashai is he's gonna be very merciful unto the meek, to the ones that endure. Okay. It's like these people, they go to college for all these years, and then when they get out, they get a good job. What do? They endured through all the tests. They endured through all the studying, the late nights, all the work that they put in for what? To get that so-called good job. Okay, and it's true. That's the way you gotta look at it the same exact way. Okay. This is just us going through our tribulation so that we can be made right. And at the same exact time, the tribulation that we go through, Yahweh Shem Yashai promises us that it's not going to be more than we can handle. And on top of that, when we do get in these situations, it's going to be a way out of them. Okay. And some people who haven't been through this, it's good just to remember it. But the ones who have been through situations where it has seemed impossible to get out and you got out, I'm pretty sure it was a great faith booster, because it's great to know Yahweh Shem Shai is with you. It's great to know that you've endured a test. It's just overall good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. I'm sorry here, Romans 5:2 says, By whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand, and rejoice in the hope of the glory of Yahweh. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. So we don't glory only when things are going good. We glory when things are going bad too. Why? Because we know that tribulation builds patience. Okay, because when you're going through things, your patience is building. So now patience is it's like your endurance, right? It's like you're used to working 8-hour shifts. So you work 8-hour shifts for 10 years, and your boss comes to you like, listen, I got this special job for you. It's going to take 4 hours. And you're going to look like, man, I'm used to working 8 hours. This 4 hours is going to be nothing. But you build that, you build that feeling, because what? You had patience and you endured through what? 8 hours. So you know 4 hours is going to be easier than that. And when we're going through these tribulations, these various tribulations, the harder they become, the more easier it becomes. Okay? It's like if you had to cut off your family members. That's like a hard thing to do. So if you were to do that, almost anything after that is going to be like a breeze. Okay? You got to go out preaching in highways and hedges. People hate you, try to cuss you out. They want to fight you. It's not too many things that's worse than that. So anything else comparison to these things, it just gets lighter and lighter and lighter based on the trials that you go through. It says that tribulation worketh patience, right? Going through things builds up your endurance. It says in patience, experience, and experience hope. So through your tribulations, you get endurance. And through your endurance, you get experience. Which which goes into what I was saying. When you go through various things, that's the experience. Like, man, I've been here before. I know how to act. It's like with the playoffs and the NFL and NBA. It's like you know how to conduct yourself in the playoffs. You know, like, okay, if I mess up this one time, it's pretty much over. We going home. Okay, when you watch the NFL and things like that, they always talk about playoff experience because it matters. Because somebody who's never been through something versus somebody who's been through something, chances are the ones who's been there has a better chance than the one who haven't been there because you know what to expect, you know what to see, you know what's going to happen more than likely. It says and experience hope, and what's that hope? That hope is that you're going to be able to get through. Like, all right, all I got to do is last this certain amount of time, and then I'll be able to get out of it. That's the hope is basically the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, but how do you? It's like if you work a job for the first time and you don't know what to expect, you don't see that light at the end of the tunnel because you don't know what to expect. But as you constantly do it, you know the routine, you know how the things work, and you know where that light at the end of the tunnel is. That light in the end of the tunnel, that's the hope. Okay, when you go through things and you know when it'll be over, you know what to expect. You know what to hope for, you know what to wait for. That light at the end of the tunnel. But all this derives from going through things, enduring things. That's where it comes from. Okay? And our light at the end of the tunnel is Jacob's trouble and the kingdom of heaven. And we see the light. And what's the light? The light are these prophecies. When these various prophecies pop off, that's the light. Okay. Another in a lower form is just going through certain tribulations and Yahweh Shem Yahshua delivering inside of them. So when we do go through situations, we're like, all right, we got that hope and endurance because we've been through things before and we've been delivered. So we know we got that hope and experience now. So that's why it's good to go through things now. So come Jacob's trouble, you won't have to build up that experience during Jacob's trouble. It's better to go through things and endure things now than Jacob's trouble because everything during Jacob's trouble is going to be magnified. I'm gonna go over here. Romans 13:12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Right? So the night is far spent. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Okay, so in other words, this is almost time for this place to be done. Okay. We gotta you gotta endure because like scripture say that the night is far spent. This place is almost up. And when Jacob's trouble comes, it's gonna be the real deal. Okay, we gotta prepare because right now this is all about preparation. Building up your endurance for what? Jacob's trouble, because it ain't gonna be no more playing games during Jacob's trouble. That's gonna be the real deal. Let's go over here. Second Samuel 22 and 29. It says, for thou art my lamp, O Yahweh, and Yahweh will lighten my darkness. It says, for by thee I have run through a troop, by my power have I leaped over a wall. See, there it is right there. You can see an example right there. He says, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that's my light and my lamp. Okay. And in darkness. And it says, so this is right here. He has that faith and that patience. That hope is built up. And this is what leads him to say, for by thee I have run through a troop. So he's talking, it says, by whom? It says, by my power have I leaped over a wall. And he's explaining the things that he went through to explain the hope and the faith that he has built up. He's telling you examples. Okay. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of people in the truth, we already got examples. Because people will ask you, what makes you have so much hope? How do you know this is real? And we can just give them examples of things that we go through that just doesn't make sense. A person shouldn't be the things that we get out of just doesn't make sense. Like, how do you explain being delivered out of this? How do you explain us being delivered out of this? Like, we all probably have our stories, okay? Just like you have right here, King David explaining his experience and why he has faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Why? Because he has delivered him. Okay, and that's what this is all about. Building up that endurance. Okay, so when a time of trouble comes, you can have something to reflect on as an example of things that you went through that give you hope. Let's go over here. Sirach 2:1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in a time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy end. And whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So when we're put into a low estate, when we're tested, just take it cheerfully. Okay. But it says continually endure. And then when you're going through these things, you gotta that's the time you cleave onto Yahweh Shem Yahshua more. You don't fall back. Okay. Like when I go through things, I try my best not to take it into my own hands. I try my best to just lean on and pray unto Yahweh Shem Yahshua even more. But the way my tribulations have been set up lately, the only thing I could do is pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because there is no way that I could just come out of it on my own will anyway. But like King David was just going into, with him, I ran through troops and leaped over walls. Okay, and these are not things you can do by yourself. Okay, but the point is, whether it's small or great, you want to try to constantly remember, lean on Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. You want to constantly remember that. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And you got to remember, this is why we're going through this, to be tried. Okay, we're going through this to be tried, because that's how gold is made right. It's tried through the fire. You can't just have gold and just take it at face value, especially if you buying it from somebody you don't even know. Like, nah, we got to try this out first, see if it's a thing. That's what Yahweh Shem Yahshua is doing, because everybody's claiming to be men of the Lord. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is saying, you know what? Everybody's of the Lord. I don't know. It's a lot of y'all in here, so let's put it to the test. Let's see who's really about that life. Let's go over here. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 12. It says, rejoicing in hope. It says, rejoice in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer. So it says we're supposed to rejoice in hope. Okay. So that hope is what makes us happy. That's what we rejoice over, that light at the end of the tunnel. And it says, be patient in tribulation. So when you're going through things, you're going to be patient. Why? Because we see that hope at the end of the tunnel. And we know it's there because we've been through things already in the past. It says continuing instant in prayer. So no matter what you're going through, you're going to constantly be praying to be brought through it, whether you're going through something or you're not. Like I just read in the Romans, I believe it was 13:12. You're going to rejoice in the good times and the bad. Okay, so you're going to constantly be thinking Yahweh Shem Yahshua when you're doing good and when you're doing bad, because everything is good. When you're going through the bad, it gives you experience. It gives you the experience to endure even more bad, or that same bad all over again. And when you're going through good, it's good. So you want to constantly be thinking Yahweh Shem Yahshua. and lean on him for everything. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, Adawan Ratazah, Tamayim Akim Yakal, Shalom.